Music and Talk with MikeLive.
Music and Talk right here on the MikeLive show. We're live in Las Vegas. Live in Vegas. You know, every time I come out to Vegas, there's one thing I'm like, okay, is it going to be really, really cold out? If it's really, really cold out, I'm like, I'm an L.A. guy. You got to remember, I'm an L.A. guy. I'm sitting next to someone who's a Pomona guy, and that's literally Pomona is the last stop in L.A. Is that correct?
Sir. Yes, sir.
You know, right now, this is a we locked this in months ago. When I get to sit with an OG, I want to make sure that the introduction is proper and it's right. You know what I mean?
Man.
So let me just do this one time. I'm going to say a name. He goes by Sugar Free. I'm going to say another name. Shout out to Big Percy. I'm going to say another name, Snoop Dogg. I'm not going to say any more names other than that. I'm going to just say that right now. I'm going to let you say those other names. Pomona Pimpin Young is with MikeLive right here on Music and Talk on the MikeLive show. What's up with you, man?
Some more of it, man.
Much love, man.
It's a pleasure to be amongst the family, man.
Yeah, man.
Because we don't do this much.
Yeah, I want to ask you about this, though, man, because I brought up some of those names because you grew up with these people.
Man.
These are like, this isn't, oh, I'm trying to get a record with Snoop, and some of these younger artists I've interviewed are really trying to meet these people. And you have these people as somebody you grew up with. Let's talk about that one time.
Oh, well, man. I mean, as far as me and
microphone closer.
Me, Sugar Free, Cocaine, Sugar Shane Mosley.
Sugar Shane Mosley, that's right.
We all come from the same elementary school. When Sugar Free moved from Compton, Cocaine came to Pomona.
Yeah.
I was one of the first ones they met.
Right.
Me and Sugar Shane. We born and raised.
Right.
You know what I mean? And we've been brothers since, man.
Wow.
You know what I mean? We have
elementary school.
I'm talking about from free lunch, eating the government cheese in that block.
Yeah.
I mean, we come from that.
Yeah.
Kennedy Park, doing all the sports and all that. Shane's father.
Yeah.
Coming through the hood.
Yeah.
Whooping on the homies and teaching us how to get down with these hands and shit. All that is, it's we real family.
That's how you grew up.
Yeah, that's how we grew up.
Another artist too is Jerry Long.
Yeah, Mr.
Cocaine,
man.
Uh-huh.
Man, I like to say Sugar Free pushed me in the game, but Cocaine drugged me around.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, he drugged me around. He made me appreciate the real essence of funk. He's his father. Me and Hutch were real close.
Okay.
Close. I was in Hutch's first breakdancing group, Code 187, to y'all don't
You used
know
to breakdance back in the day,
yeah,
Pomono Pimpin Young?
Well, this shit started from me, Sugar Free. We all used to pop lock.
Okay.
Yeah, right there at the Grand Central Station. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
NWA done came through. Everybody came through there, man. In
Yeah,
the west side of
days.
Pomona. Yeah, in the pop locking days, we was really doing that shit. Going to Venice Beach.
Yeah.
Fucking with the Radiotron. We was doing all that.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And this shit just carried on into the music.
Yeah.
But Jerry Long, that guy, with his soulful voice, man, he put his pain on paper, and that's what I had instilled in ReRe, like, a lot, like, because, they all my elders. Every last one of them older than me.
Right.
So, I picked up game through their pain.
Yeah.
Because it was right there at home. It was homebred pain, you know what I mean? And the best way to heal it is get away from it,
Man.
But we stayed right there with it.
It's interesting, man. I had a conversation with Sugar Free I think it was last year, and we kind of brought up the whole pimping thing, And I had asked him the question, like, yo, man, like what made you stop pimping? You know what I mean? And he was open about it. He said the laws changed, and when those laws changed, he was out the game. He said, I wasn't going to. Can we talk about that one time, man? Just the game one time?
Man, it wasn't even a hard decision to make. If you go, they pimping, to certain people is something different to others. You know what I mean?
Speak on it.
Some people think it's hitting a woman and calling her a bitch and putting her on the track. We'll do all that just verbally and put it on the track and sell it to you. That's pimping. You know what I mean? It ain't no more taking a woman to the corner and doing all that old shit, and especially with us. That shit been over with.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's now you trying to fit a square in a circle and expecting it to roll is Not gonna happen.
Man, that's some
And
pimp
it's
shit
a
right
bunch
there.
of squares out here, man, trying to roll with it.
Man, I got to get that on a shirt. That's
So,
you.
you
What?
know,
Spit that bar again one more time. Can you say that? Repeat that for the motherfuckers.
You
that
can
really gotta-
never, ever in your life hit a square in a circle and expect it to roll.
That's gangster.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Squares belong with squares.
That's it.
You know what I mean,
That's
motherfucker?
it.
You know that street, that lane is for a reason, and that sidewalk is too.
Right.
You know what
right.
I mean?
Know those lanes.
And there's a lot of kids out in the streets right now, so you know us grown folks just tend to our business and stay in our lane.
Yeah.
You know?
We live right now, man. We
Yeah.
live in Vegas. Pomona Pimpin Young, MikeLive.
Hey, man.
You know, I want to ask you about. So right now, the West Coast. Like, let's talk about the West Coast, man, because. You know, we obviously, you know, like for example, Ice Cube, right? The Big 3 League.
Right.
Ice Cube, he over there doing he talking politics too now.
Oh man.
He went to the White House. He was trying to work with Trump, and then he came out there and then he talked about, well, hold on a second, y'all. You know, he kind of like had to double back and kind of like explain exactly what he was up to. Are you into politics? Is Pomona Pimpin Young into politics?
I always had to be, because when I had brought Pomona City Movement to the city, I knew what I was up against. You know, it wasn't no more illegal nothing for me in Pomona when I had the Pomona City Movement. Now, I had to go to the Pyru neighborhood, ask they OGs, can I put your people in this movement backed by Snoop Dogg and Big Percy?
Oh,
I
wow.
had to go to the so-called enemy Crip hoods and ask the same question.
Wow.
And